Tonight's dinner is salmon in a creamy herb and cheese sauce. Let's get out our skillet and start cooking. I have been thinking about salmon for a couple of days now. Haven't made salmon in a long time, so I figured, why not? Let's do it tonight. It's going to be delicious. First thing we've got, some really great salmon. Skin off, bones out. Best way to start, little salt, little pepper. It's gonna liberally season both sides. Oil. We're gonna use olive oil because the sauce that we're making kind of has an Italian feel to it. We've got Parmesan cheese, we've got basil, we've got parsley, spinach. So olive oil sounds like a great way to go. You wanna make sure and put enough in there so that your fish does not stick to the bottom of the pan. You could probably use like a cod or a halibut as well if you would like. I just love salmon. Has so many nutrients in there, antioxidants, I think, some omega fats. It's just really good, a heart healthy fish. And then of course we're gonna drown it in cream, so gotta get your heart healthiness somewhere. That's only gonna take probably about 3 to 4 minutes per side. So while that's cooking, let's go ahead and get our tomatoes ready. I have opted again to use the multi-flavored cherry tomatoes. You of course can use just the reds if you prefer. I just really like the difference that each of these flavors offer up into a dish. It's just really, really good. And we're just going to cut them in half. That's all. You don't need to go any smaller than that. This is kind of a really hearty dish. So the bigger bite-sized pieces are gonna be just perfect in there. That's a fair dinkum amount. I think that'll be perfect. Ooh, that's coming along nicely. As always, description below, full recipe, full step-by-step. You don't have to try to follow along as we go. Let's take a look at that fish and see how it's looking. And we're flipping. Get some oil down in there. You know it does not take long at all. You don't want to overcook it because then it tends to dry out. Already getting so nice and flaky. Oh, it's gonna turn out just wonderful. Okay, we're gonna let that go for about 3 more minutes. Then we're gonna move on. Our salmon looks good, so let's go ahead. We're gonna get that out of the pan, and you're just gonna put it on a plate, a dish, something for it to rest. Oh, but that is some beautifully flaky fish already. Isn't that some good looking fish? All right, to this pan, let's add some oil. We're gonna get started on our creamy herb sauce. And to the oil, butter. Butter makes everything better. I always say, don't you? Butter adds the flavor. Oil keeps stuff from sticking. All right. Minced garlic. You could use garlic paste if you'd like as well. You could also use fresh garlic cloves, you know, squish them in that thing. We always talk about it, that thing that you squish. You can use that too. We're just gonna stir this around just until you can start to smell it. Then you know it's cooking. Then those beautiful tomatoes, in those go. We're gonna let these cook in here for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until they start to soften up a little bit. And then we just kind of keep going. Now this is a dish that you could serve with rice if you wanted to. You could just serve it with a side salad, or you can just serve it as is, just the fish and the sauce. That's it. It's gonna be delicious no matter how you do it. All right, let's add a little salt and pepper to that. All right, let's add our spinach. The spinach we're gonna cook just until it starts to wilt. That doesn't take long. If you've ever cooked with spinach before, it goes pretty fast. While that is doing its thing, let's go ahead and chop up our herbs that we're gonna need. It's our basil and our parsley. And it's just a really rough chop. They doesn't have to be perfect. Let's add our cream now. This is just a heavy whipping cream. Oh, this is what's going to give it that creamy goodness. And our parsley and our basil. let's add our shredded cheese. I am using Parmesan cheese. You could use a Parmesan Reggiano if you wanted. You want it to be, though, that harder cheese. Don't use like a mozzarella or anything like that that's got that higher fat content, because it'll just melt down way too much. Parmesan is the way to go. And then once that cheese starts to melt down, we're gonna add that fish back in and let it simmer in there for only about, oh gosh, maybe 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. And that's it. That is salmon. How quick was that? This is such a quick, easy recipe, but so healthy, full of vitamins, full of antioxidants from the fish, omega-3s, all of it. And vegetables. If you don't like vegetables, this is how you get that person who doesn't like vegetables to eat them. You bury them in cream and cheese, I tell you. Cream and cheese. All right, I'm going to turn down our temperature just to a little simmer now. We're going to add our fish back in. And we're just going to let that simmer for just a couple of minutes. That's it. It's been simmering for about 3 minutes. That fish is flaking perfect. Can't get any better. I think it's going to be great. Look at that. Rich, creamy, delicious. Got your vegetables, cream sauce, the spinach, the tomatoes, that cheese. I don't know what else to say, but look at that. Salmon right there in a creamy, delicious spinach, herb, tomato, cheese sauce. Put a little bread on the side if you'd like, a little side salad. Serve it with rice. It is your call. It's going to be good no matter how you eat it. All right, let's see how that looks. Oh, perfect, flaky goodness. All right, I'm going in because I can't wait. What, hot? Oh, wow. I don't even think I had to chew that. That literally just melted in my mouth. It's absolutely fantastic. Try it. Let me know if you do, how you like it, and what you think, okay? As always, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye.